Okay, are we live? I think we're live. Yeah, we are live. Okay. So, if you were paying attention to the Facebook live stream before it crashed, you might have some idea of what this is, but for those of you who weren't, let me explain. So, I've been thinking and I've decided that I want to take a couple days off from social media. Part of it is part of it is related to mental health. The other part of it is because um, I have not seen Wonder Woman 1984 yet, and a lot of the people who I like to follow online really want to talk about it. And so until I can get HBO Max and actually watch it, probably a good idea for me to just stay offline and avoid spoilers altogether. But before I take a couple days off from the web as a whole, hey Jeremy, how you doing, man? Before I take a couple days off from social media, I wanted to make a couple announcements about Trivia for Thon 3. Specifically, what is the main event match going to be? And so you've seen a good portion of the lineup so far. We've got the Star Wars Rebels Full Metal Random match. We've got the Star Wars Iron Man movie match that opening night is holding. You've got the featured presentations tag team match. You've got the Full Metal Classic match. Uh, the Combat Wrestling Trivia Heavyweight Championship match. And 2X Trivia Night. Um, still unsure about that TMG Sports match with Alec Miller. We're in the process of figuring that out. But we got a good amount of matches lined up so far, but we haven't really talked about what is going to be the closer. What is going to be happening at 10 p.m., the final hour of Trivia for Thon 3. And so the final match is going to be a very special 5 round match, co branded by the Movie Trivia Challenge of Nerd Entertainment Network and Combat Wrestling Trivia. Um, Mixed rules, the mediums of both movies and wrestling will be featured. And as it stands right now, it will be a 7-person match. Those 7 people being myself, my Fandom Fights teams partner, Rene Villarreal Jr., my longtime um, talk show co host, Zadia Seaman Smith. You love him, you love to annoy him. Philadelphia Bill Carriola. Um, you love her. You love to make jokes with her. Haley Elizabeth Kenny. The lovely couple of Anthony Tisdall and Christina Vassallo. And I'm looking at maybe adding 2 more people. Jay Burns was one of the people I had asked, but when I asked him about it, it was under a different rule set from what I'm telling you guys right now. And he never gave me a yes or a no on that, but I will ask him again at a certain point. The other person I'm going to not mention because I still have not asked that person yet. But basically, um, 7 people so far competing in a 5 round movies and wrestling hybrid match. Now, if it's going to be the main event, there has to be something special on the line for it. And, I look at all these leagues that we're all a part of, and they're all fun. Don't get me wrong, they're all fun. And they all emulate wrestling, which is my passion in a lot of ways. But the one thing that they haven't really emulated from wrestling yet is they haven't had a Ric Flair like champion. And what I mean by that is every promotion has their own set of titles. N- um Full Metal has their sets of titles. Multiplex has their sets of titles. Opening Night has their sets of titles. Nerd Entertainment Network and Combat Wrestling Trivia have their sets of titles. You get the idea. But all those titles are only defended within those leagues. Like Multiplex titles stay in Multiplex. Full Metal titles stay in Full Metal. You get the idea. What I mean by we haven't had a Ric Flair like champion yet is when Ric Flair was the NWA World's Heavyweight Champion, he would go to pretty much every state in America. He would go to every province in Canada. He would go to every Latin American territory. He would go to every promotion in Japan, in Mexico, uh, in Antarctica, in the Middle East. Hell, he went to North Korea and defended that title. Like the NWA title, the World Heavyweight title that he held, although it might have held the NWA banner to it, it was not beholden to any one promotion. He could take it literally anywhere he wanted and defend it anywhere, at any place at any given time under any rule set. And that is something we have not had in these trivia leagues that we all compete in. And so that's where I came up with the idea of, for this particular 5 round match that will be closing out Trivia4THON 3, I'm going to be creating a championship for this match. It will be called the Trivia4THON Omniversal Championship. And for those of you wondering, what the hell does omniversal mean? Well, um, for those of you who are fans of Ben 10 Omniverse and remember the Omnitrix, the watch that could basically turn Ben 10 into all aliens, Omniverse is basically the collection of all universes and all multiverses. And the Trivia4THON Omniversal title is a title that can be defended in all mediums of trivia, in all leagues, under all rule sets, provided that they are not just regular 3 round matches. Like if it's a championship, I want it to be at least 5 rounds or have some sort of special stipulation in place. But basically, it's a title that can be defended under all things and all places by all people. And Combat Wrestling Trivia and the Movie Trivia Challenge are so far the first 2 promotions, the first 2 leagues that I've talked to who are willing to sanction matches for this title that I have made up and created. And I thank them for it, and I hope that moving forward, more leagues will be willing to give this title a chance and let it be defended under their roofs as well. But why am I creating this title besides what I've just said? Well, there's another reason. Trivia4THON 3 will not be the only big time collaborative event that I am looking to hold for 2021. After Trivia4THON 3, I'm looking to do 3 more events with charitable implications and with collaborative implications of all our leagues throughout the year. The next one I'm thinking probably in May, then the third one sometime in the summer, and then the fourth one sometime in the fall or winter to close things out. And Combat Wrestling Trivia has been kind enough to let the heavyweight title be defended for the past 3 Trivia4THONs. But I realized that like every league has their own schedule, and I can't keep. I there won't always be titles from other leagues for me to be able to license for these events that I like to put on. So I figured the Trivia4THON Omniversal Championship, that's a good prize to have main event each of these shows that I want to put on throughout the year. And, with each of them, each match in which the belt is defended can be under a unique stipulation that fits like a cool gimmick or, something like, oh, you lost in a 3 round match to this person, but you're the Trivia4THON Omniversal Champion. Okay, well we're gonna do a 5 round match in the rules that person beat you in, and the title will be on the line this time. It could be the headliner for this next event that I want to hold. Um, Basically, I've created an experimental title that I want to have some fun with. I want to see where it goes. Uh, it could be a failure. I realize that, but it also could be a big success. You never know until you try these things. And I want to try this. I want to see where it goes. Uh, and it's just something to make things a little bit more interesting in this community that we're all a part of. But yeah, those are basically my announcements before I go on a hiatus from social media for a couple days. Yeah, Trying to avoid Wonder Woman spoilers. The main event for Trivia for Thon 3 is going to be a 5 round, 7-person movies and wrestling mixed rules match for the inaugural Trivia for Thon Omniversal Championship, which is a title that can be defended in all leagues, in all mediums, in all places, under all rule sets. You get the idea. And the belt will be a mainstay for several other shows that I am looking to put on throughout the year, in which other leagues will be collaborating with me, and we'll have some fun together. We'll raise money for charity on those streams as well, whether it's for the Four Diamonds Fund or for something else, because truth be told, I think there's like a cutoff for when the Four Diamonds Fund is actually raising money for a thon. Like, I don't, I think in years past, fundraising for a thon has started usually in like May or June and then continued until the end of thon in February. If I'm wrong, someone can correct me on that. But like, if the Four Diamonds Fund is not raising money at that time, then I'll just find another charity to occupy that month. But anyway, those were my announcements. I'm tired. I think I need a bedtime snack before I head to bed. Um, but yeah. See you in a couple days. I'm gonna try and get my head right and everything. And yeah, I want to watch Wonder Woman with clean vision, and I can't do that if I keep seeing shit on Facebook about, oh, this happened and this happened. But yeah, looking forward to trying out this Trivia for Thon Omniversal title idea. It's gonna be a fun time. Y'all have a good night.